All right, Shalom, Michael. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekakodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. It's His word, not true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today, I just pretty much want to get into a lesson on how uh, we on this earth for one reason, man. Either to be delivered or to be destroyed, man. You know, it's not like you're gonna be able to, let's say you 30 now. It's not like you're gonna be able to live till you 70. Yeah, I mean, you on your deathbed. It ain't going down like that, man. The Lord is about to stop this place in its tracks, so to speak. And a lot of people is gonna die, man, because they follow the world, the deeds of this world. They you know, they living the life of a Babylonian, of an Americans, you know. And guess what? They're gonna eat the fruit of their own way, which is death, because that's what that's their walk that they're walking, is their walk of death. Matter of fact, Matthew 7, it says 13, enter ye in a straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. See, because that's that go with the flow spirit, man. People, okay, this the new thing right now, and people jump on it, man. And that's that witchcraft of Esau Edom. He might make such as Kanye. Look, now you got niggas want to be so-called Christians again. Hey, that thing is dead, man. Christianity is dead, man. But you see, Jake is being led to discretion. The ox being led to the slaughter, man. But it says, but straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. And yet, in that straight gate, it's not like you're going to be able to do whatever the hell you want to do. It's straight for a reason. That way you don't have what it said, ain't no elbow room, so to speak. You ain't gonna be able to do what the hell you want to do, man. But guess what? It leads to life. You know, you don't want to be in that broad way, man. Because guess what? It's gonna lead to death. You know, that's what the Lord has for 2/3 of our people is death, man. You know, so this is Second Ezra 9:20. It says, "So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were coming to it." And that's talking about that's talking about the world of Israel, man. It says, "And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster." See, he kept him a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. See, so it said, "Let the multitude perish that which was born in vain." Meaning what? You was fuel for the fire, man. You was the Lord certain. He created certain spirits to die of the famine. He created certain spirits to die of the wild beasts or the newly created beasts. So you can't forget about, you know what I mean. It's gonna be newly created beasts. Things look like you ever seen the TV show Pokemon, where you read Wisdom of Solomon 11, I believe. Tell you they shall be shooting fiery sparks out, man. So this is what about to come to this place. The Lord is about to pull out all that He have on this place of miracle, man. And guess what? Everything is a it's a tool to kill you. Yeah, like I said, even these beasts. The Lord is going to have people die of pestilence. Race wars. Those are the people that was created in vain, because hey, the scriptures had to be fulfilled. They were just pretty much created to fulfill that role of the famine. That's why Yahweh Shai said, "Fill ye the measures of your father." Like those guys was created to be scoffers and scorners, and the ones that's going to kill the prophets. That's why the Lord said, "Fill ye up the measures." Well, these people going to fill their measure by dying of the famine. Yeah, yeah. I mean, dying of the rich was those are the people that were born in vain. And the scripture said the multitude. So it was a lot of that's a lot of people that's going to die, because hey, we are in the days of Noah, man. You know, in the days of Noah, it was one or the other. You're gonna live or you're gonna die. Matter of fact, let's go to Second Peter's 2 and verse 5. It said, "And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person." See, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. See, it spared not the old world, but just save Noah, the eighth person. Noah, his sons, and their wives, man. That's it. Noah, his wife, their sons, his son, and their wives. That was the only people that was saved, and before after the flood, man. That was the only people that were delivered in that time. And that gives you an idea on how many people are gonna die, man. Because people don't really understand how serious this is, life and death, man. And the Lord, well, you can say, well, you guys gonna be a swift death. Well, the Lord said, well, you gonna feel it. Yeah, I mean, you might be dead. It's like you. Cause hey, you gotta deal with the fear. How about smell? The Lord can do whatever He want. You could so called die, but your senses are still on, man. You can feel people stepping over you, man. Yeah, I mean, you can't move. You still got a conscience. I'm gonna say it like that. Yeah, I mean, this is what the Lord can do, man. That's why you gotta fear you. How about some outside? Because the Lord knows your worst nightmare. He the one that made it. You know, so that's why you gotta fear the Lord, man, and hearken unto this word, because this what leads to life. You know, this is Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet. And how are you being warned this time? By the way of the internet, man. If you haven't, because most likely all the brothers that came across a video, instead of most some cases, probably did come across a camp, and you was moved with fear, but most of the time it was through the internet that we was being warned. It said of things not seen as yet, meaning when all hell is coming to America. This place is getting ultimately being destroyed. The famine, the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. That's what we are being warned of things not seen as yet, because Esau, he deals with gradualism. Because he's also that serpent on the left hand side. And how a serpent get down. You don't hear a serpent on the ground, man. He just ease his way to it, to his prey. On certain cases, but but you don't know it's there until you get bit, and that's why the Lord opened our eyes and we was warned, and now we see the danger coming. And that's why we cling on to this word. you know but this Hebrews 11:7, by faith Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. And yeah, and you see how they try to play Noah, man. Look at these children books. He all smiling and the animals just going. Yeah, I mean, you really gotta see what Noah was getting down. Noah was cussing these people out, man. He was prophesying. He was building the ark and he was telling them that they're gonna die. It said, because he said, he condemned the world. He telling that they were down. Pretty much they were gonna die, man. And this is the time that we're in. This is the time that we're in, man. If you can't get it, you gonna die, man. You know, I might just title it that. You can't get it, you gonna die. And matter of fact, since I said that, this is Proverbs 13 and 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed. See? But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. And what's that reward? Mercy, deliverance. See, you see the balance of Yahweh Shema Shai? Because throughout Proverbs it tells you the balance. It's balance, balance, balance. It says, matter of fact, let me jump up just to prove a point. Verse 9, Proverbs 13:9. The light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. You see the balance? So whoso despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded, or delivered, or be preserved. You know what I mean? Shall have mercy. See? Because if you despising this, man, you let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that. Bear with me. I think it's in Proverbs as well. Yep. Proverbs 8 and 36. It says, but he that's matter of fact, let me start up at verse 34. Proverbs 8 and 34. Blessed is the man that heareth me and watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. Meaning what? You prophesying, man. You know, for whoso find of me find of life and shall obtain favor of the Lord. And how do you do that? find the Lord by hearkening unto this word, the true understanding of the word, because it's certain counts out there that preach a Yahweh shot of their own liking, man. A Yahweh shot of their own, you know what I mean? Instead of as the scripture have said, man. You know, and it said found of light because anything that's healthy, a green is better, man. Like the greenery is better, man. So guess what? These people, they don't like how Great Millstone teach or whatever the case may be. Well, guess what? This is the words of Yahweh Shema Shot. Is the green? It is not meant for it to go down easy. You got to be built to intake that bitterness, man. But guess what? It's good for you. It leads to life, man. You know, because if you eat Cheetos and Snicker bars and drink Fagos all day, once you hit 25, you got 1 foot. Yeah, you know what I mean, you already got your damn foot cut off, and that's what these other counts are, man. These pseudo counts, even though they teach Israelites, teach that you Israel, but they don't prepare you for the things that's about to come. You know, it says verse 36, but he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. And yeah, because when we tell you that America's going to be destroyed, you hate the Lord because the Lord is totally against this place, man. You disagreeing with that? That means you hate the Lord. That means you love death. You love America. If you don't agree that this place should be destroyed, man. You know. So matter of fact, let's go back to this Noah because let's say if you can't get it, man, you gonna die, man. At the end of the day, you know this Matthew 24 and 36. But of that day and hour, no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. See, so that lets you know, uh, Yahweh Shai and the Most High Yahweh is two different entities, man. Because even Yahweh Shai don't even know when he's returning, man. You know, verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. See, because the Scripture says that peace and safety, then sudden destruction come. See, a lot of people are gonna be taken out of nowhere, man. You know, because number one, they didn't they're still polluted in this world. They are engulfed in this place. Yeah, I mean this place America have consumed them. You know, and they can't see that this is on a downward spiral, and ultimately the Lord is just gonna come in. Pretty much out of nowhere, man. He's gonna suddenly take these people, man. They always want the Lord. I mean, they're the Lord coming back, not knowing that the Lord's coming back to kill them, man. You know, it says, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And guess what? We're gonna be telling this same story in America. Yeah, they had the NBA playoffs. I mean, and football, and I mean, until the day that all hell broke loose. I mean, cause we're in that same time. These people are oblivious to what's going on. America is in trillions of dollars in debt. Everybody's looking at this woman, America, and they ready to burn them with fire, man. If you can't see it, man, hey, sayonara, man. See you on the other side. You know what I mean? Lord, what I'm part of that number to obtain mercy, man. Because what's about to come to this place, man. Matter of fact, let me finish this off and let me get this in Daniels. It says, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. See? So a lot of people are gonna be taken. They're gonna die. A lot of people is gonna die, man. A lot. You know. Psalms tell you 1,000 shall fall on that right side, that left, 10,000. I'm gonna get that too, matter of fact. Days 12 and 1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. See? It's gonna be certain spirits are gonna be delivered, man. But guess what? Everybody else gonna catch that hell. Everybody else is gonna catch that hell. you know, some might just get a swift death. Some might get caught in the concentration camps, and I mean, and die in the concentration camps, man. Pestilence, you know. Oh, and you guys that know the truth, you're gonna be being with many stripes, man. You're gonna you're gonna suffer the famine, the pestilence, the wild beasts, and ultimately the icing on the cake is the missiles, man. So this is Psalms 91 and 8,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. See, because while we had that hedge of protection, we just read in Hebrews, Noah was building that ark. Well, how we do that now? We teaching so Lord can have that hedge of protection around us. That's the reason why we still alive now. Because we still teach, we still doing the work. This is our call of duty. This is our job, is to do this work, and that's why we're still alive now. Scripture said the other people, they were born in vain because it was certain spirits that's going to die to famine, certain spirits that's going to die to race wars, certain spirits that's going to die to wild beasts, the newly created beasts. Well, that's the people that were born in vain because they had to fulfill those. Lord said, famine is coming. Somebody had to suffer that. Lord said, the pestilence. Somebody had to suffer that. The newly created beast. Somebody have to go through that, man. Those are the people that was created in vain. That multitude, you know, because hey, man, a lot of people's gonna die, man. That's the best way I can put it. And that's the battles of Yahweh and what's the bridge between deliverance and destruction? This truth, this knowledge, man. Matter of fact, because a lot of guys they see that YouTube, yeah, I mean, it's about to do something on December 10th. They about to shut down a lot of pages. So what you try to get your last 20 days in of the work, man. No, it don't work like that. You should have been investing when it first came to you, man. When you get an investment like what it was Bitcoin, like these people were using Bitcoin, and guess what? When it first came out, it was an eyesore to a lot of people. But now, you got people that invested back then. Now they living it up, you know. But that's how it is with this truth. When it first came to you, and it wasn't what it is, easy, what it easy on the eye, whatever you want to call it. That was the time to invest, man. Because now this word is it has sprung forth. It's everywhere now, man. And whatever you invested, that's why it says you got to store your treasures up in heaven. Matter of fact, this Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times and strength of salvation. See, because these scriptures is what's going to keep us in that day. The different stories that the Lord put these men through, just so we can read it today. Paul was shipwrecked. Yeah, he died and all that, man. And Daniel's in the lion's den. The those men that had dealt with the famine, and they ain't know, should they be delivered to the enemy? Should they just go die? Oh, the women that said she finna go make the bread and die after because it was a famine. Well, guess what? How the Lord pretty much deliver all of them, man. You know. So it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. See? This is our treasure. This is their prize jewel, is the fear of Yahweh Shem Shai, you know, because that's the beginning of knowledge and wisdom. We understand that the Lord controls all this, man. That's the treasure. The Lord have showed us that, hey, a lot of people are gonna die. Hang on to this, and you'll be all right. And that's just knowledge, man. So that's pretty much it. I can, I just hope that edify and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Shai, by Hashem Kakodash. The bonus to the positive elder, the great millstone, Shalom to the elect. Let's teach the word on truth and sincerity. DTA, Abad Babal. And Shalak Rayam, Wa Nashem, Wa Padyam, Wa Haragyam, Wa Mashapadyam. To everyone that's against the truth, Wa Adawamyam, Babkasha, 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 Yabashim Shai, the water, the water, the water, to Wab Aman.